As far as I understand, what is being reported is not necessarily that Walken is the Emperor, but he definitely has been cast in Dune Part 2. But let's take for granted that Christopher Walken is now going to play the Emperor. Well, as a decision, I don't really have any problem here. I do think he's a very, very talented actor. It's fairly obvious why he would be selected. But I guess I do have to voice two concerns. One is, will a lot of the audience even be familiar with Christopher Walken? When I was growing up, he was a very, very familiar face, and he's done an immense amount of work. It's a very, very huge CV. But some of the younger audience, I don't know if they know who Christopher Walken is. I hope they do, but I don't know if they do, though. That's a little concerning. But for me anyway, he was very, very good in The Dead Zone. He was very good in the Prophecy films. He also did a lot of work on music videos, did some very memorable Saturday Night Live appearances. So that's kind of one of the major concerns is whether people will even recognize him. But I hope they will, but I'm not so sure what it is the younger generation knows about. Second concern is, and I hate to say it, is he is very, very, very old. Again, technically that's not a big problem nowadays with green screen technology. If something does happen, it should be fairly easy to insert CGI delicately. We also don't even know how big the role is. It could be the actual role for the Emperor is going to be fairly modest. Stellan, he was only on the set for a small amount of time. He is a big part of the film, but it doesn't show up that much. So it could be the Emperor is just going to appear in a couple critical scenes, and that's it. Those are the major concerns. Perhaps being overly analytic, because I actually do like Christopher Walken. I like him a lot, so I have no problem personally. I do find him very entertaining and very compelling as a performer. I'm just wondering how this works with the world building of Dune, because looking at the subscribers and my own thinking of who would play the Emperor, I thought they were going to cast somebody in their 30s, 40s, or 50s. And I was already working on this fan casting video. I'm still going to put that out, but I would have thought they would have maybe gone with somebody who Denis already worked with, like Benicio del Toro, or maybe Hugh Jackman, someone like that, or even someone a little bit younger, because again, the Emperor in the books is, quote, old. However, again, this is a science fiction universe. You can be, quote, old, but you look young. And that's another issue. Are they going to use some de-aging technology? De-aging has advanced a lot. If they do end up using de-aging, it's not going to be, I think, too problematic. But it is a fairly curious choice. But if it is what they're going with, I actually support this. And it's much, much more reassuring comparatively to the other choices. Again, we still don't know for sure if Fade will be played by the new young actor, or Urialon will be played by Florence. Again, these are rumors, but if they are true, those I think are a little bit more concerning because I don't see them in the role. I can definitely see Christopher Walken in the role. I guess I wonder what they're going to be up to, whether this will be a serious interpretation, whether they're going to let Christopher Walken be a little melodramatic. I hope they just do something in the middle because I do think the Baron Harkonnen did come off as very dangerous, but he felt a little too sedated, so I want something a little bit more lively with the Emperor. To this day, I still think Jose is the definitive Emperor. The sci-fi version is okay, it's decent. He just ends up screaming a lot, and I don't think that was very interesting at the end of the day. So, if he is the Emperor, I do support the decision, but it is a very, very curious decision.